Let me tell you something that nobody in your life has the courage to say to your face. No one is coming to save you. Not your family, not your friends, not the government, not luck, not timing, not the universe aligning in your favor. No one is coming. And the sooner you accept that brutal truth, the sooner your real life begins. Look around you. Look at where you are right now. Is this where you imagined you would be? Is this the life you dreamed about when you were younger? Full of fire, full of hunger, full of certainty that you were going to be different? What happened? I will tell you exactly what happened. You waited. You waited for the right moment. You waited for someone to believe in you. You waited for motivation to arrive like a guest at your door. And while you were waiting, life kept moving. Time kept moving. And the gap between who you are and who you could have been kept growing. Here is the truth that will either break you or build you. Discipline is not a gift. It is not a personality trait. It is not something you are born with or without. Discipline is a decision made in the dark, made when no one is watching, made when every part of you is screaming to stop. The people you admire, the ones who seem untouchable, unstoppable, unbothered by failure, they are not special. They are not more talented than you. They simply made a decision one day that you have not made yet. They decided that no one was coming to save them. And then they got to work. There is a lie that modern society has been feeding you since the day you were born, and you have swallowed it whole. The lie is this: that you deserve to feel good before you do the work. You wait until you feel motivated. You wait until you feel ready. You wait until the conditions are perfect. The timing is right. The fear is gone. And then, and only then, will you finally begin. But here is what no one tells you about discipline. The feeling never comes first. The action comes first. The feeling follows. The warrior does not wait to feel brave before entering the battle. He enters the battle, and the bravery is built in the fire of doing it. You have been lying to yourself every single morning. You tell yourself, tomorrow I will wake up earlier. Tomorrow I will start the business. Tomorrow I will stop making excuses. Tomorrow I will become the person I always knew I could be. But tomorrow is a graveyard. It is where dreams go to die, slowly, quietly, without anyone noticing. Every successful person you have ever looked up to had the same 24 hours you have right now.
the same doubts, the same fears, the same voice inside their head telling them it was not worth it.
The difference is not talent. The difference is not opportunity. The difference is that they showed up anyway. Broken, scared, uncertain, and they showed up anyway. You want to know the real secret to discipline? It is ugly. It is not inspirational. It is not poetic. It is doing the thing when you do not want to do it. When you are tired. When you are sad. When you feel invisible and forgotten and like none of it matters. That is where discipline lives. In that exact moment. In that choice. And right now, you are standing at that exact moment. What are you going to choose? I want you to think about the cost. Not the cost of working hard. Not the cost of discipline. Not the cost of waking up early and grinding when everyone else is sleeping. I want you to think about the cost of the opposite. The cost of staying soft. Every morning you choose comfort over discipline, you pay a price. You do not see it immediately. It does not hurt right away, but it compounds day after day, week after week, year after year. And one day, you wake up and you look in the mirror and you do not recognize the person staring back at you. You see someone who had potential, someone who had dreams, someone who almost made it, but chose comfort every single time it mattered. Softness is not rest. Softness is slow death. The lion does not become weak by fighting. The lion becomes weak by stopping, by sitting, by convincing itself that the hunt is not worth it anymore. And that is what is happening to you. Every excuse you make is another day you spend in the cage. Every time you choose the easy path, the cage gets smaller, and you get smaller with it. Here is what discipline actually costs. It costs you your comfort in the short term. It costs you your excuses. It costs you the version of yourself that is afraid. But here is what softness costs. It costs you everything. It costs you your potential, your purpose, your power, the life you were actually built to live. You cannot have both. You must choose. The greats chose discomfort every single day. They chose the hard conversation, the early morning, the extra hour, the missed party, the lonely grind. And the result? They became someone the world could not ignore. You still have time, but not as much as you think. The clock is running, and no one, not a single person on this earth, is going to stop it for you. So here we are. You have heard the truth. You know what is required. You know what has been holding you back. You know the cost of waiting, the cost of softness, the cost of one more day of excuses. Now, there is only one thing left. The decision. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not when the circumstances are better or the fear is smaller or the path is clearer. Right now.
in this moment. The decision. Because this is how discipline is born. Not in the gym, not in the office, not on the field. It is born in a quiet moment like this one. When something inside you shifts. When something inside you says, enough. Enough waiting. Enough wishing. Enough watching other people live the life I was meant for. I want you to understand something about yourself that you may have forgotten. You are not weak. You have never been weak. You have simply been living below your standard. You have been accepting a version of yourself that was never meant to be permanent. The fire is still in you. It has never left. It has just been buried under layers of comfort, distraction, and the quiet lie that someone else will figure it out for you. No one will figure it out for you. No one is coming. But you are still here, still breathing, still fighting, and that means it is not over. Starting today, you do not negotiate with your alarm clock. You do not bargain with your excuses. You do not wait for permission from anyone on this earth to become who you were always meant to be. You wake up. You show up. You do the work. Every single day. Not because you feel like it. Not because it is easy. But because you have decided. And a decision made in fire does not break. No one is coming to save you. But you do not need saving. You need discipline. And now, you have chosen it.